Hi, everyone. It's Miss Tracy here of Miss Tracy Creates, making time to be creative with you today. Happy Friday. I'm actually coming to you live from um our lake house. If some of you don't know this already, see, I have my little lake life hat on today. One thing that we did this past year that was, yeah, maybe a little crazy, but we made an investment into a 1970s lake house in Northwest Arkansas. And so we're, updating it, remodeling, doing all the DIY kind of things. And so you're going to find that I come live from both places, still have my business in Texas. We still operate there. We have a house that we live in there. And then we have the lake house. So if you ever see me and I mention, hey, I'm coming to you live from the lake house now, you'll know where I'm at. So I feel like we keep the road hot, going back and forth, back and forth. But we do really, really, truly love it here, and hopefully plan to spend more time here. So that's where I'm at today. I'm actually in Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, coming to you live from our lake house, which we love, and we're spending a lot of time out whenever we can. And yeah, I've posted some pictures on the page sometimes of our fix-ups and our remodels and all the things. There's always a job. We're always working on something when we're here. So good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you've had an awesome, wonderful week. I have some great news to share with you today. So I'm going to talk a little about that. Also, you'll see Miss Tracy Creates over in the chat. That is Cheryl McCarson. She's helping out in the chat today to post links and answer questions or anything if I don't see them. And then, I'm working on a little Christmas project here with you today. Actually, it could be Christmas, winter, could be a gift, could be lots of things. We have turned our focus in some of my creative membership groups, the Napkin Club and the Fabric Fan Club. We've turned our focus to trying to get ahead for the holidays and working on a few things this summer, just so, especially those of us that love to decorate with handmade items, we love to gift handmade items. So we're trying to kind of get ahead for the holidays. And so I'm just going to keep with that same theme going on today for Craft and Chat. Yes. Oh, you did a switcheroo. You did a switcheroo on me. Okay. So Cheryl and probably Leanne, I think they're both over there in the chat today. So here's my big news. You guys have probably saw that we posted about Create and Connect. Create and Connect. If you've been a part of Create and Connect, you know what an exciting thing that this is. And so we put out our save the dates, but now registration is open. Registration opens today, my crafty friends. And if you're new, if it's your first time watching me over on YouTube or here on Facebook, you guys, this is something you don't want to miss, okay? Create and Connect only happens twice a year, and it's coming up August 27th through August 31st, okay? August 27th through August 31st. And basically, it is a premiere week. I have workshops twice a day, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., okay, for 4 days in a row. Is it 4 days? Yeah, I think it is 4 days. And so it's just awesome. But basically, you get to become a member of one of my creative membership groups during Create and Connect. Okay. So we kind of peel back the curtain. We pull back the curtain, right? So that you can come in and you can experience what it's like to be in one of those groups and get to learn all about it. So it's a super, super fun week. Open registration begins today. It's totally free, you guys. It's completely free. In fact, when you register, a couple things happen. Okay. When you register, we do want you to register because we want to be able to send you reminders and we don't want you to miss out on any of the good stuff. Plus, I have some free things I'm going to be giving you. Plus, we're going to have free giveaways during each session. When you register, you're registering with your email address. When you register, that automatically puts you into our grand prize drawing. And that will be done the final night of Create and Connect, which is Sunday the 31st at 7 p.m. 3 lucky winners are going to win 6 months free in a membership group of their choice. Okay. It's a great grand prize. It's the grandest of all grand prizes. So that will register you. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to do anything else. That will register you for that grand prize giveaway. Also, I have a special bonus for you this year. This is something different. I actually have a free workshop that you're going to receive the download link to, and it's called Wrap It with Love. It's called Wrap It with Love. And in this workshop, totally free, this is just for registering for Create and Connect, okay? It's just a special gift for you. I'm going to share handmade techniques for creating and decorating your own gift bags, cards, tags for your presents, gift card holders, and even another project. Like it's just jam-packed with some really great ideas to wrap it with love as we're thinking about the holidays coming up. Great little handmade touches that you can add to the gifts that you're giving. And so it's, again, completely free. We're posting the link for you here. If you attended before, yes, you do need to register again because this is going to get you into this grand prize drawing. This registration is going to get you the bonus workshop, Wrap It with Love. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. And yes, you can kind of watch some stop and start. You'll be able to watch the replay as many times as you wish. And so it's just my special thank you for registering and coming over and taking part in the Create and Connect week. Okay. It's several days, several workshops. Each group is going to be have 2 different workshops, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. We have a schedule already made for it. You're going to know exactly what time, which group you're going to be allowed into for that time period. I have workshops, inspiration, techniques, all the things, you guys, and it's completely free. The only other option you have, okay, you do have one other option. And again, it's completely optional. All right. For those of you, because it's a lot of content to consume in 4 days, right? It's a lot of content to consume in 4 days. So we all know, I think you all know now, Facebook's whole thing with deleting videos after 30 days. We have decided to put all of the videos, all of the content, everything, templates, guides, design printables, anything I'm going to give you, plus the replays of all of the workshops into a special, think of it like a video vault, okay, and into a special hub. So if you want long-term access to that, that is an upsell of $7. Okay. So just knowing when you go in to register, if you're like, I don't know if I can, I think I'd like to have the replays to this. I'd like to have long-term access to this content. You can get that for an additional $7. Okay. So the event itself is free. If you want the long-term access, it's only $7. Okay. That's just something that we want to provide for those of you that want to be able to go back, watch the replays, go back and print off extra printables, guides, whatever templates, whatever I share with you, that will be the place that you can have access to all that stuff long-term. Okay. Yes. Whenever you want, basically, right? Because we know the content and all of this is going to happen in our Create and Connect Facebook group. It's a public group. I'll be sharing the lives there, but we know with Facebook now, you don't get to keep those things, right? Eventually they do get deleted within 30 days. Okay. So we would love for you to sign up. Today starts our registration. We'll be having open registration from now up until the event. So please share with your crafty friends, with your crafty family members, your besties. We want to get the word out. We want to have the biggest, bestest create. Create and connect. I always want to mix up the words craft and chat and create and connect. We want to have the biggest, bestest create and connect ever this year. I want you guys to find a place to plug yourself in and just recharge that joy that you're might be lacking in your life, right? I feel like the world that we live in today is just, gosh, it's just so busy. It's stressful. It's loud. We all need something. We all need something to fill our cup back up, right? And I really, truly feel like Create and Connect is going to be a great way for you to find out what that thing might be for you. Okay. So yes, Johnette, yes, to have access, everyone must pay for, if you want, only if you want the long-term access. The event is free, but if you want the long-term access to these, yes, you'll need to pay the $7 because it will have everything, not just maybe the one group that you're in, but everything that we're sharing. Okay. It's a lot, you guys. Think about it. It's 8 different workshops. But it's not just that. The Wrap It Up workshop will be in there too. The Wrap It With Love workshop will be in there too. But it's access to all the other things, the documents, the printables, if you want to print them again, the guides, if you want to print those off again, the templates, all the things are going to live there permanently. So that way you have long-term access. Okay. Yeah, but that part is optional. It's just there for those of you that would like to have that long, that access to it whenever you want. Okay, so thank you, Rose, for sprinkling. I appreciate that. I'd love for you to all sprinkle this out to your crafty friends and family, and come join us. Come join us for Create and Connect. Go register. You're going to get the Wrap It With Love workshop immediately, so you can be enjoying that before we meet. And again, our sessions are going to be August 27th through 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. That will be all the workshops, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. each day. And then Sunday, the 31st, that's our grand prize drawing. So we're going to do a little sneak peek into our specific club hubs. We're going to be doing our live reveal for what's going to be coming out in September for Napkins Fabric. And then, of course, we'll be announcing our 3 grand prize winners. And those winners get 6 months free. 6 months free. That's a biggie for the membership group of their choice. Okay. If you're having trouble registering, okay, Bonda, if you're having any issues, and it may be because there's just a lot of people registering right now, give it a second, then go back in and register. But if you do have any technical issues at all, please just email us. Email my team. We have the best team. We have the sweetest, most kindest, caring customer service team. Email my team at info@misstraceycreates.com and we'll help you. Okay. info@misstraceycreates.com. Okay. Thank you, Melissa, for sprinkling. Thank you. Yes. So again, yeah, I want you guys to come. All right. I'd love for you to come. Will they all be at the same time? Yes. Well, each session during Create and Connect will be at 11 a.m. starting on that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I believe. Is that right? I think that's right. But yeah, because yes, that's correct. So 11 a.m. and then 7 p.m. Okay. We used to do a 2 p.m. slot and we had it shorter, but we're going to separate it out and give you a little more time. So 11 a.m., 7 p.m. Each day of Create and Connect. Okay. We'll send you reminders. That's another great reason to register. It's free to register. Just go in and register. The only thing the thing that, or I should say the one of the things that's nice about it is then you will get reminders and all of that. I know the end of August is still a little ways away, not too far. It'll be here before we know it. But yes, this will definitely help you to stay on top of what's happening. Okay? Yes. Okay. If you're in one of my groups already, Rhonda Riley, if you're in one of my groups already, do you need to register? Yes, go register, because this is also registering you for the grand prize and to get the Wrap It with Love bonus workshop. Okay? All right. Okay. Everybody needs to register. That's how we're going to get you the freebies. That's how we're going to get you the reminders. That's how you're going to be put into the drawing for the grand prizes. Yes, even if you've registered before, this is a new registration. Yes, Vicki, new registration for August 2025. Okay, so everybody needs to register. Yes, get yourself registered. That way you get the bonus workshop, the reminders, and of course, the entry into the grand prize drawing. Okay. Yes, we're posting the sign up link for you. It's free to sign up. Members, if you are a member, you do not have to pay the $7. No. Did I say that wrong a while ago? I'm sorry. Okay, if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. No, if you're a member, already a member, you don't have to pay that $7. Okay? All right, I'm sorry if I confused you. I sometimes confuse myself. I apologize. Yes, if you're a member, if let's just put it out there, okay? If you're already a member of the Napkin Club, the Fabric Fan Club, the Page Builders Clubhouse, or the Faith Journaling Experience, and you plan to continue to be a member, then all of the information from Create and Connect will be saved in your private club hub. Okay? So no need for you to pay the $7. That's for anyone that's not a member that wants long-term access. Okay? All right. I think I said it correctly. I apologize if I misled you in the beginning. All right, Sandy, just email us. We'll take care of you. Okay? Our email is info@misstraceycreates.com. Okay. But you still need to register. Okay? Everybody needs to register, whether you're a member or a non-member. If you're a newbie or an oldie, everybody registers. Okay? Okay, the Christine says, when I register, how do I watch the gift video? All right, after you register, you're going to receive a little, kind of like a little thank you, kind of an email thing, and you'll have a download. Okay, it'll give you a little download so that you can go and you can watch. It's basically a link. Okay, you'll have a little link where you can go and watch that Wrap It with Love. Okay, your bonus workshop. All right. Thank you, Cheryl, for clarifying. I know. It's like I need cue cards, y'all. I swear. Yeah. Yep. So you'll get a link once you register. You'll get a link for the bonus workshop, Wrap It with Love. That's just a free gift for registering. And then, of course, this way we'll be able to send you reminders and be part of the grand prize drawing. Margarita, they're posting links in the comment there. So just hang on just a second. I'm sure they'll post the link again here in a moment, and you can click on that to register. All right. So much. We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be a great little inside look into our membership groups. We're going to have workshops, techniques, inspiration. So much fun. You're going to love it. So make sure you do register for Create and Connect. We just started registration today. We'll continue registration all the way up to the time of the event. So please help me spread the word. Help me spread the word. I would love for us to just have, like I said, the biggest, bestest Create and Connect ever. Thank Thank you, Patricia. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So that was my big news. Just wanted to share that with you. And of course, we'll have more information going out in our newsletter and our social posts and all of the things. And then I thought it would be fun for our craft today to do a little more Christmas crafting. So, how many of you were here when I did the Jingle Mingle event? How many of you were here when I did the Jingle Mingle event? Okay. If you were here, you saw me create, here, I'll put it over here so you can really see it. This adorable snow globe project, right? So cute. I'm going to do another snow globe with you today because that was part of that Jingle and Mingle event group. I think some people thought, oh, that I have to be part of that group to do this and all the things. No, you don't have to be. We actually just got in a whole nother shipment of snow globes. When you order them, they're going to look like this, where they're all kind of packaged up together, all the little pieces and parts. And it's the first time ever that I have released these are my snow globe images that I designed for the Napkin Club. And the Napkin Club members got them first back last year, but it's the first time I'm releasing these to the public. Okay, so we decided to make a set of four, it's just a set of the 4 napkins, and there is a gingerbread house. There is a snowman. There's the big guy, Santa himself. And sorry, I got to turn this one. And also the Christmas tree, a Christmas tree. So this set of napkins has 2 images of each of the snow globes. Okay, there's 4 snow globes. There's 2 images of each on the napkin. And then the companion to go along with it are these beautiful music notes. Like that's the gingerbread color music notes. It goes with the gingerbread house. Here's the blue music notes that go with the snowman. The Christmas tree has green, of course. And Santa has, let me turn it over here, has red. Okay, so we're selling these as a set. So it's a set of 4 for the snow globe napkins. And then we're selling the actual snow globe surface. So I did a little pre-painting today. And I just thought it would be fun for us to come in and for me to show you once again how to make these and just make sure that you know that anybody can order these from us. I featured this in a special kind of like a hop. It was a Jingle Mingle Christmas hop. So I wanted to come back and do this again with you. And I'm going to be doing the snowman today. It's super hot. It's summertime. So I'm like, yeah, let's dream about snowmen. I love snowmen. They do make such cute gifts. I'll just hold this one up for you again and show you. They also can be double-sided. Now with the snowman surface, you get a couple of little, little accent pieces plus this piece. But I think these are adorable to make them double-sided. So let me show you. And of course, this one's already decorated on this side. But look, I think they're really cute. So if you have the napkins, you can actually put a different snow globe napkin on the other side. And then maybe just run ribbon across here. Again, I would come in and add some cute little frills, ribbon. This one has jingle bells, whatever you'd like to add. And I don't know if you can see, but he's very sparkly. Use some stickles on him. Just really, really cute. Okay. So these snow globes have been selling like hotcakes. Like they have just been selling so well. And they've been selling really well through the Jingle and Mingle group. But I want to make sure that you guys, people that just follow me, I want to make sure that you guys have access to them and get to see them and enjoy making them as well. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, you guys. I'm going to come in and just kind of show you. We're going to put this together. You're going to see how quickly they go together and how adorable they are. Okay, so again, there's 2 components. The snow globe surface, that's this part, right? And then the other would be the set of the snow globe napkins. And you can have some napkins, actually custom designed by me. Usually those are reserved just for our Napkin Club members. But I decided to pull out this little set of snow globes so everyone can enjoy them. Okay, so I'm going to kind of pull a few things over here so that you can see. I did do a little bit of pre-painting. I pre-painted my little base here and this little piece, and I started painting the snow globe. I want you to see, everything will come just that raw wood, right? You can see it there, just that raw wood. Okay, yes. And then these all will go together. So cute. So I'll kind of lay this here so you can kind of see. You can use whatever colors paint you want. Make sure you use white on the actual snow globe part because that's where our napkin will be. And that's going to really help the napkin to pop. Okay, it's going to give the napkin some bright color. And I wanted to do kind of a different color, a different pop of color this time, especially for things like snowmen, because they can lead on into winter, right? You can leave those up. So what was I wanting to show you? I was going to show you something really quickly here. Oh, the other little pieces. Okay, these are the other two little pieces that are in the snow globe kit. Okay, it's these other two pieces, and you can use them, not use them. Maybe you want to use this on one side, maybe you want to use this on the other side. It's kind of where if you wanted to put like a decorative color accent here or here. I'll show you what I did on the Santa one. On the Santa one, I only used this top portion. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, that means if I want to, I could use this bottom portion on the other side. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of mix it up so that they both have, a little something, right? A little something. So I have not painted these yet. I'm still kind of considering exactly what I want to do with that. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. So painted this out, painted this out, painted this out white. These parts can be any color you want. All right, any color you want. Pull a color from the napkin, whatever you want to use. So let's go ahead and now get our napkin art onto the snow globe. Okay, you like that color? It's a really pretty color. It's called Tropical Cocktail. Yeah, it's a very pretty color. All right, I'm going to go for the snowman. Now, I want you to notice that the snowman itself doesn't really have this color in it, does it? The napkin doesn't. But blues are just one of those color palettes where everything just works so well together. So it's okay to add kind of a brighter pop of color sometimes. And I'll show you what it looks like when we put this on. And then, yeah. And then I was also thinking, because I did go with this brighter pop of color, I think the gingerbread house would look really cute behind this one. I think the gingerbread house would look really cute with this one. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of lay this here for a second so you can kind of see. Once this is all gone, look, he looks cute in that pop of brighter aqua. I guess it's kind of like an aqua color, right? Just so cute. So we're definitely going to brighten this one up a bit. All right, so what else will you need? You're going to need some Mod Podge, which I have here. I'm going to pour some Mod Podge onto my plate. You can just use Mod Podge matte for napkin art projects like this. That's the yellow label, and it is fabulous. It works fine, works really well with the napkin art. So the next thing I'm going to do is just take my napkin apart. And I like to do the lick and stick method for this. You saw me just tap my finger and my thumb and then just kind of squeeze together. It just helps to pull the plies apart. If that doesn't work for you, you can also do this. Just a tiny little drop of Mod Podge on your finger. Just kind of, don't want it to be gluey, but just sticky is perfect. And there we go. These, my snow globe ornament set is 3 plies each. So you'll need to pull off 1, 2 extra plies to get to that top tissue. Okay, we just want that top tissue. All right. And I'm trying to remember if I have sandpaper with me. You know, I don't know if I brought a little piece of sandpaper. I don't think I did. So if you could decoupage this on and then just sand off the edges. But because I don't think I brought my Mod Podge, I'm just going to press this down. I'm sorry, not my Mod Podge, my sandpaper. Or a little sanding block. Even an emery board will work. But let's say you're on the go crafting like I am today. And I forget that. Well, all I have to do is just kind of do a pressure point all the way around this. And then I'm just going to cut. Maybe hard for you to see on camera, but it's there. And I don't really need all of this part. Let me get the round part cut first. And then if I'm a little bit over the edge, I can just decoupage that down. All right, let's see how I did here. I did pretty good. All right, now let's get rid of this part. I know now that I'm crafting more up here, like now that we're coming back and forth a lot, I'm gonna have to get like 2 of everything, right? I need to build up my craft stash here at the lake house. There's definitely some in the construction zone, but I don't want to go down there. All right. Here we go. I'm just going to dip right into my Mod Podge and go right over the top. Now, the outside edge of the snow globe, I'll show you on the Santa one that I did. So I'm just going to kind of just lay this down. Here we go. Just kind of gentle taps. And then I'm going to grab one of my plastic wrap sheets. If you've followed me for a while, you know I love to use these with napkin art. They're just bakery deli sheets that I get on Amazon. And just kind of get started in the middle. We're just going to push out to the edges. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so let me show you on the Santa one. I chose to use the music notes on the side. So I just made sure that I chose music. All of these napkins are coordinated with the same color palette. So really any of the colors of music notes that you use are going to look good regardless of which snow globe that you're using. So I'm kind of leaning towards, I was kind of thinking about, I guess I'll go ahead and use the blue. Let me see if I back this one with the snow globe. Obviously you can see there's still blue within the snow globe too, right? Or I could back it with the brown. Browns and blues look really good. The brown is the gingerbread color of the gingerbread house, so that we know will look good with the gingerbread side. Plus that gingerbread color, I think looks great with the blue combination, especially if you want your little snowman to stay out past Christmas into winter. So I'm actually leaning towards the brown. What do you think? I'll let you guys choose. You choose brown or blue, and I'll just randomly grab a comment, and we'll go with whatever color they choose. So brown or blue music notes. I'll let you decide. They're both cute. Yes, they're both cute. Or we could do green, right? Green would look good with both. I mean, really, it could go either way. We do have more snow globes. We had them in stock before we started this live. Please tell me they're not already gone. We have a weekly shipment coming now. We've been selling them so much that we set them up on a weekly shipment. So we'll have more in every single week. Oh, you can't wait to make one, Paula? I know, they're just so cute. All right, it looks like we might be going with the brown. Absolutely, we'll let you know. Like I said, we're getting shipments in every week now because they've been so popular. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the brown. Yep, let's do it. Let's go with the brown. All right, so I'm gonna cut this square of this napkin here. All right, and so I'm just going to use this edge here. And again, just going to press this out so I can see where I need to cut. Actually, let me do it one more time here. And you're going to need 2 strips to make it all the way around. All right, perfect. So I'm now just going to fold it down like that. And then I'll fold another piece like this. And I'll cut my 2 pieces. Now, what else could you use on that part? Yeah, what else could you use? Yeah, you guys know. Yeah, you could use ribbon. You could use rickrack, tinsel, all kinds of things. But I kind of like the music notes because a lot of snow globes also sometimes play music. So I'm going to go with the music notes. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so now I have my 2 little strips here. So again, I'm going to take off the plies. Oh yeah, felt, fabric. Yeah, all kinds of things, sweetie. If you came on late, make sure and watch the replay. We did open up our registration for Create and Connect, and we talked about all the wonderful bonuses and all the fun things that you're going to receive, the grand prizes, all the free workshop, plus, of course, all the workshops that you're going to see during Create and Connect. And we have a link, so you can actually just click on that link and it'll go tell you all the things. All right, so I've added my Mod Podge. I actually don't want to see kind of where they connect at the top, so I think I'm actually going to apply this here, this one here to the top first. Oh, that is really cute. So cute. Take my plastic wrap and smooth that down. Yeah, so it's okay if you're late. Yes, just click that free sign up link. You can go get all the info. Make sure and scroll down the whole page as you're looking, read all the info about Create and Connect. And then I'm going to cut these to this little strip in half. I just think it's easier. I'd rather it be kind of where they connect on the sides rather than on the top. And I'm just going to connect the lines, right? I'm just going to connect the lines. I don't need this to be quite this long. So the little, what do you call it? Little staff lines. I don't get, it doesn't matter. Music notes, especially on our snow globe here, it really doesn't matter which direction they go because it's going to be a reversible project. Just a little pretty background noise. So I'm just going to line up those lines there. And smooth it down. Okay, let's come over and do this side. Be much less noticeable on the side of your snow globe than if you were trying to do this on the top of the snow globe. All right, there we go. Just put a little bit, smush that down. Some of you already ordered snow globes from us, and I hope that you've had fun making them. If you came and watched the Jingle and Mingle event, you've already came, you already saw, you probably have already crafted. But I wanted to show this again, just in case there were people that weren't watching that event, to make sure that you all have an opportunity to come and purchase these the set of snow globe napkins that I designed myself. Looks like we're dry enough on this side. Let's go ahead and put down our gingerbread now. And that way all of our napkin art can get done at one time here. And then we'll decide about those little trim pieces. We do need to, yes, we do need to seal the napkins. Yes, and we will. I just want to do that after all the napkin art's done. I'll just show you how these will go together. Okay, so again, because I don't have my little piece of sandpaper or sander here, I'm just making those pressure marks. And that way I can come in and just cut this out. Normally, I would just decoupage this on and sand off any of the excess that hangs over the edges. Oh, so cute. Okay, let me get this little edge off. I love gingerbread houses. My kitchen at Christmas time is always gingerbread themed. And this year I guess the reason I'm so excited about Christmas this year and getting ahead on Christmas projects is this is the first year we'll be putting a tree up at the lake house. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to need more Christmas decorations. So yeah, it's been fun starting some of these holiday projects early. Gets me excited for the holidays to come. All right, and now our little gingerbread house. Just gonna lay that in place. So cute. Do y'all like gingerbread houses? Do you like gingerbread things? Do any of you decorate your kitchen? Yeah, I love how my Christmas decorations spill over into all parts of the house. I love it. Okay. Just adorable. All right. So what I would be doing next is just putting a top coat over everything. You can dry it a little bit. Make sure the napkin art is dry before you put the top coat on. I'm going to go ahead. I'll add my top coat here in just a little bit, but I do want to go ahead and show you kind of how this is going to go together. So your snow globe itself is going to get glued on and laid kind of right here in the center of the base. And then, of course, it will look good from both sides. And the glue that I like to use for that is just Scotch Fast Grab Tacky Glue. This is my all-time favorite craft glue. It works great with wood. It just works really, really, really well. Okay, so no issues there. I think it works great. So I would not use hot glue. I mean, hot glue holds up short term, but not always long term with wood projects. So I would lean you towards, it's a white glue. So even if a little bit of it oozes out, it dries clear. So it's really nice to use that. I know my team is probably like, what is she doing? Because I didn't tell anybody I was going to come in here and show the snow globes today. Because the last time I looked at inventory, we had snow globes still available. So, but like I said, we have a weekly order now that just runs every single week. So we will have more snow globes coming in, I promise. I'll post on here as soon as they arrive. So just putting that top coat on. I'm just going to stand this up while I finish this side. Why the top coat? The top coat helps to protect the napkin art. And it also seals the napkin art because you might want to come in and do some pen work on, the details. You might want to come in and add stickles and sparkle and all of the fun things. So I'm just going to set this over to the side for a moment. And now let's think about what could we use for these, right? What could we use for these? Yes. I'm sorry, team. All right. So I was thinking on the snowman side, like on the Santa one, I did gold because Santa, he's the big guy, right? He's the big guy. He's the special guy. So I did gold on that one. We could actually do silver on the snowman side. I think that would be pretty. I have limited paint colors here with me today, but I think the silver could be pretty if you wanted a metallic, so it had more of a pretty metal, shiny look to it. So silver, gold, I think you could paint these out really any color you want. I'm thinking on the gingerbread side, if you had that gingerbread color, kind of a brownish color paint, that would be cute. Or a pop of color, right? So a pop of color could maybe be red, pink, if you want to embellish with pink, whatever color that you want. And so the other color that is like a no-brainer choice would just be white. It could just be white. We could sparkle it white so it looks like snow. If it's white on the other side, you could maybe add some cute, colorful rickrack across it for the gingerbread house. So I think for today, I'm just going to focus on the snowman side. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the silver. So this is a silver Krylon pen. If you have any kind of metallic paint pen, these are great for adding that look without having to actually pull out, a paint bottle and a paintbrush. So I think I'm going to go with the silver. So typically what you need, I'm just going to use I'll just use a paper towel here. Typically what you need is just a paper plate or something. You're going to shake it up. Hear that there's like a little ball bearing in there, and then just press down the chisel, and that loads the paint. And I'm going to do the sides of this first, and then I'll lay it down. I only need to do the sides and the front, right? Because it's going to get glued on. Just a nice little accent, whatever kind of accent color you want. Be really cute. Paint pens are great for little projects like this. If it starts to dry, just push it down. It'll load more paint onto the tip, the chisel tip, or the nib. That's pretty. The other thing about paint pens, usually they dry really fast. So that's nice. Now the other place I'm going to add a little bit of this accent is going to be around this rim. So I'm going to use this rim on the snowman side. So I'm going to take, and again, because this has kind of like a little chisel tip, I'm going to run this just kind of half on, half off. Oops, I need to load up. Let me load up with some more paint here. Around that edge. And I'm going to try to kind of do it. It doesn't have to be solid. So even just that dry brush almost accent looks kind of pretty. So if you don't, if you don't squeeze too much, get it too juicy with paint, that looks pretty too. And usually the faster you go, the better it looks. Look at that. Y'all see that? Isn't that pretty? Just again, that little accent. And that's going to look so nice together, especially on the snow side, the snowman side. Yes. All right. Let's see how our Mod Podge is drying. And I'm going to go ahead and put down one of my little plastic wraps here, just so nothing from my craft mat gets on here. Oh yeah, we're dry. Good. Okay, so I'm going to lay down this part and I'm going to glue this on first. So it's just going to go right around the top. I love that pop of color. You guys like it? It is really a pretty accent, don't you think, Carol? Yeah, I think so too. So I'm just going to run this glue right along the edge. And this, like I said, it's a fast grab tacky glue. It's Fabulous by Scotch. It is my go-to craft glue. And it will hold so much better than trying to use hot glue. All right, now we're going to make sure that this is lined up at the bottom with the globe. And lined up kind of around, just make sure it's kind of centered around the globe. All right, I'm just going to hold it in place for just a second. It's going to grab really, really quickly. Now, while that's grabbing, let's do a little bit of pen work. All right, when I do pen work, I use Pitt pens. They're fabulous. The reason I love them is they're waterproof. So when they dry, they're steadfast. They don't react with moisture of any kind. So because I sealed my napkin, I don't have to worry that the napkin's going to try to absorb the ink. I'm going to do just a little bit of pen work around his face. I'm going to kind of outline his nose. These are just like little kind of doodled, broken lines. And they can really just kind of help accentuate different things. Do a little bit around the buttons here. And I like it when they look a little doodly, right? It just adds that little handmade touch. I'm going to do some around the scarf too. And I'll hold this up for you here in just a second. On some of the fringe. Look how cute that is. Do you see how that just really kind of pops? All that pen work. Yeah, it doesn't need much, just a little, but I think it really helps. Okay, next thing, let's go ahead and do this. Because I like this silver edge so much, and I did the gold on the Santa and I just loved it. I'm going to also do it on the edge of the snow globe. So again, just kind of half on, half off. Squeeze, just press it down to load the nib with the paint. And these pens they actually have a pretty long shelf life. They last a long time. You may even have some metallic paint pens in your stash you could use. Very pretty. Now I'm only going to put it on one side because I'm not going to, I may do something totally different on the gingerbread side, right? So just the silver, just the snowman side. And where'd my little silver thingy go? There it is. Okay, so next I'm going to attach this to the top edge. Right, just line it up right along the edge there in the center. Ooh, it slid on me. And again, if anything kind of seeps out, I don't want you to worry because that is going to dry nice and clear. Okay. Perfect. And I don't have to worry that it's going to pop off. And I get so annoyed every season when I pull out decorations and I have to repair stuff. Do you ever have to repair stuff when you pull out, you know, when it comes to Christmas time or Thanksgiving or fall and you're pulling out things that you've made and you realize, oh, I have to go glue this back on. I have to put this back on. And most of the time when that happens, it's usually a hot glue situation, right? Yes. Yeah, they're both so pretty. The Krylon pens come in beautiful, like the silver, the gold. They have a white gold. They have a copper. Wouldn't copper be pretty for fall? Oh, that'd be so pretty. All right, so I want you to see this is already nice and stuck. So now then, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the bottom here. And I'm going to look at both sides here to make sure that I'm lining it up right in the center. That's the other thing about the Scotch glue too. You have wiggle room. You have time to kind of move. All right, so now we're going to let this just set up here for a second. Yeah, I'll hold it up so you can see. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. Okay, we're going to let this set up over here for a minute. And then let's talk about embellishing, right? Embellishing. So I have a few, you probably have in your stash like some little picks or greenery. Sometimes, usually about this time of year, I go to the craft store and I buy a wreath or sometimes I wait like, you know, after, you know, sometimes they run these Christmas specials. It might be something left over from last year. So if you buy a small wreath and take it home and I just cut all the sprigs off of it. Yeah. And then I put them into big freezer baggies, like the big freezer bag. And then I use those for my holiday crafting because it's actually a lot cheaper than buying a bunch of picks like this. The main reason I want to use this one is because it's snowy, right? It's already snowy, has some white kind of snowy stuff on it. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this pick. But yeah, find yourself a snowy wreath and then a regular green wreath or something, and then just cut it all up. Yeah, especially if you do lots of multiples, lots of Christmas crafting. All right, now this part I do use my glue gun for, all right? And this is just for adding kind of the frills, adding the things. I have a cute little snowflake. Let's see, what did I do with that little snowflake? He's probably underneath some napkins over here somewhere. There he is. I have a cute little snowflake here. And I'm just going to nip off that little, it's like a little miniature ornament. So I'm going to nip off that little hanger part. Okay. And then I also have this leftover from last year. I got this at, I think it might have been Joann's actually. But it's black with snowflakes. So let's plan to make a ribbon, a bow out of this. And let me see what colors of twine I have. I have red and white. I don't have my other twine, but I do have some jute. Let's use some jute. That's kind of fun. Pulling some natural texture there. Okay, so I'm going to make a bow. These are my favorite go-to bows. They're so easy to make. I'm going to just take my ribbon and crisscross it like a tribute ribbon, just like that. I'm going to hold it kind of where it intersects here. And then depending on how big you want the bow to be, we're going to go take the top of the loop and bring it behind the intersection. So that's pretty big. To me, that's a little too big. So let's make our loop a little smaller. That's better. That's a better size. And then I usually use like a clothespin to hold this together, but I don't have a clothespin with me. So I did this last night too. I grabbed a chip clip from the pantry. I'm just going to hold that. Yeah, I had a class in my fabric fan club last night. And I did this. I used the chip clip last night and I was like, oh, that worked out great. All right, now I'm going to take this off. Just kind of your third hand, right? And then before you tie tight, just make sure it's somewhat centered. Okay, somewhat centered. And I'm going to tie it off nice and tight in a double knot. Perfect. This is a really good bow technique when you have ribbon that is only printed on one side. That can be a little challenging sometimes, making bows with ribbon that's only printed, that's not, you know, printed on both sides. And there's my bow. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna go ahead and make another bow with the jute as well. Got a little cuteness. Oops, hang on. No. Okay, let me tell you why I'm fussing with this. This jute has like a big wonky knot thing in it. I'm going to cut that off. If it didn't, I would use it. But it does, so I'll just make a, it's right here. It's just a big icky thing. So I'll just make another bow and just glue it on top. There we go. That's kind of cute having the jute against the silver. All right, and I'm just going to use my glue gun here. There. Perfect. All right, so let me make sure this is, see, it's already stuck. That's really good, isn't it? Good glue. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. I'm going to go ahead and hot glue in some of these little twiggy branches next that have the fun snow on them. That's a little big. Let's use a couple of these little smaller ones. And let me see which side I want to put this on. I think I'm going to put it on this side. For some reason, I like. Do you have that? Do you have certain sides you like certain things on? So this is really going to be glued to the the little wooden rim. So let's hold that down for a second. And let's have another piece kind of going along the top here. Sorry, I'm going to have to hold this up while I do it. Sometimes camera views are good, but it's hard to, it can be awkward to the crafter. Oh, look. Isn't that cute? I'm going to put one more on, kind of going downward here. And these are just these little touches sometimes really take our projects from looking great to just looking like wow, right? Just looking amazing. All right, there we go. If you're not so much into the snow globe surface, these napkins would also look really adorable on 6x6 canvases. And now let's see how I want to put my bow in here. I still think my bow's a little big. All right, I'm going to kind of pull everything up forward, right? The loops, the tails, everything. And I'm going to put my hot glue right in here. Nice big blob of it. And then I'm going to really push all of this part of the bow down into where all those little greenery pieces meet, kind of the center where they all meet. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to love this. You know, something else we could add is like if you had little buttons or something that you wanted to put on the snowman's body, you could do that. So let me show you now. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that cute? I love it. Now we're going to finish it off with a snowflake. We definitely need to have a snowflake in here. This one is kind of big, so now I'm happy that I have the bigger bow. Now, what could I use on the gingerbread side? Yeah, I could use like peppermints. I actually have a whole bag of just like little candies, peppermints and gumdrops. Things like that would be so cute for the gingerbread side. And a lot of these little things I find in the miniature Christmas tree aisle. And I haven't noticed if those have come out yet. I don't know if the craft stores have started putting that stuff out yet, but that's a great place to go get just little cute little embellishments. They're meant to be miniature ornaments on little miniature trees. There's my snowflake. This is adorable. All right, let's make it even cuter. So again, remember down here, if I wanted to, I could use this. If I want to run maybe another little piece of ribbon or something down there, I can. So it's really just up to you, right? How you embellish your snow globes. I think I'm going to save this piece for the gingerbread side. Okay, that way both pieces have a little action. So the next thing I'm going to add on is going to be the stickles. And of course, my snowman needs to sparkle. Oops, I've got a little glooper in here. Stickles is a glitter glue. And it is great because you get all the sparkle, but it doesn't shed. It's not like loose glitter. And I'm just going to squeeze it out and I'm going to just color it around. Just move it around with the tip. You could use a paintbrush too if you want, but the tip works great. So every part of him that is snow is going to sparkle, plus the snow in the background of the napkin definitely needs to sparkle. I may find some cute little buttons to put on my snowman. I may add those when I get home, when I'm in my normal craft room. I'll go ahead and sparkle them for now. The snow that's kind of layered on his branches, his arms. You can add a little bit there. Just drag, drizzle it. Definitely some down here in the snow, the little snowy parts on the trees. I mean, it's a snowman in a snow globe, so it really can't sparkle too much. And then all these little kind of white areas here. And then any of the little snow that's falling. Just little dip dots here and there. You could even add some cute, like if you had you had some smaller snowflakes, you could even add those in the sky. I don't know, can y'all see the sparkle? Sometimes it's hard to see on camera. The snow that's on top of his hat needs this as well. Cute, 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 cute. If you had like a little tiny, like again, little tiny snowflakes, anything, any other kind of embellishment. Maybe you want to add a cute little embellishment to his hat. A little holly leaf, you know, bling, if you wanted to add bling, sparkle in the form of bling, right? All those kinds of things. So cute. So let's take a look. So cute. You know what else we could do? I just thought about this. If you painted this white, you could napkinize this with the music notes. So like we could even have this part with the music notes down here. Again, I think I'm going to use this on my other side, but I'm just trying to share some ideas with you. He's darling. He's darling. And it's just that easy. And of course, I'll decorate the other side that has my gingerbread house on it. Let's take a look at Santa. Santa has jingle bells and a palm on his hat. Lots of sparkle on him too. And I haven't done anything on the Christmas tree side yet. Still need to do that. Yes. Oh, one thing I did want to show you. Look at the Christmas tree side here, because the snow globe only has one of these. I just took my gold pin and went around on this side. So you could do that on the other side of your snow globe too, just to add a little accent. All right, my friends. That's our snow globes. Aren't they cute? So if you are interested and you want to get your hands on my custom designed snow globe napkins, we have them in a set for you, a set of 4: gingerbread, Christmas trees, Santa Claus, snowman. Okay. It's a set of 4. There are 2 designs of each on each napkin, plus the coordinating color of the music notes on 2 of the squares as well. We are sold out of the snow globe surface, I'm being told. We have sold out of the snow globe surface, but don't worry, we're getting a weekly shipment now. We just have a standing order now, so there'll be more coming in this week. I'll announce here on my page, so make sure that you're following my page here or subscribing over on YouTube. Also, we have a newsletter. If you're not getting our weekly newsletter, it goes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have... I can let you know there as well as soon as these are restocked. Okay. I know they're flying off the shelves faster than I can even tell you about them. Yes. And if you did come on late, my big news, I shared it at the beginning of Craft and Chat, is we started open registration. It's open now. We're registering for Create and Connect. We have some really fun bonuses for you. Everybody needs to go and register. It's free. I have a bonus workshop I'm going to actually send you for registering. Also, it's going to register you for our grand prize drawings that we will announce at the end of our Create and Connect, which is going to be, that premiere week is August 27th through August 31st. It'll be here before we know it. Okay. So I'd love for you to come join us. Register for Create and Connect for more crafty, creative inspiration. We're going to pull back the curtains so that you can actually see some of what goes on in my 4 creative membership groups. We're going to have a great time that week. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for Craft and Chat. You guys have an awesome weekend. And as always, remember to keep creating. Love you guys. Bye.